The world stands at a computational crossroads, seeking a new approach beyond classical and quantum computing. Enter MWAVE computing, a system that harnesses continuous waveforms, operating at room temperature and embracing the analog nature of our universe. Traditional computing's binary systems and even quantum computing's qubits struggle to capture the nuanced complexity of our analog universe. MWAVE computing allows information to flow freely on continuous waveforms, mirroring the elegance and efficiency of the natural world. MWAVE computing uses wave interference to process information, creating complex patterns that encode computational results. The McGinty Equation, central to MWAVE, unlocks the hidden language of the cosmos, weaving together quantum field theory, fractal geometry, and general relativity. The McGinty equation unifies quantum mechanics, gravity, and fractal geometry, revealing the interconnected nature of our universe. The MEQ's scale invariance bridges the microcosm and macrocosm, demonstrating the universe's repeating patterns across different scales. MWAVE's holographic encoding ensures robust and efficient computation, with each waveform segment encoding the entire dataset. Fractal compression in MWAVE achieves near-lossless data reduction, storing vast amounts of information in minimal space. Cognispheric compression in MWAVE transcends data storage, enabling machines to understand and process information with true intelligence. Beyond ones and zeros, the language of resonance. To fully grasp the transformative potential of MWAVE, we must venture beyond the familiar realm of programming languages, beyond the rigid structures of syntax and logic that govern traditional computing. MWAVE doesn't rely on lines of code or symbolic instructions. Instead, it communicates and computes using the Cognispheric Language, a paradigm-shifting framework that transcends the limitations of human language and traditional programming paradigms. Imagine a language where concepts are not represented by words or symbols, but by unique waveforms, each rippling with meaning and potential. In CSL, every piece of data, every abstract idea, every complex emotion is translated into a distinct wave signature, its amplitude, phase, and frequency carrying nuanced shades of meaning. But CSL is more than just a new way of representing information. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about computation itself. In the CSL framework, computation is not about manipulating symbols according to predefined rules. It's about orchestrating the interactions of waveforms, guiding their interference patterns to produce meaningful results. It's a language that speaks the universe's language, a symphony of resonance and interference. This radical departure from traditional programming opens up a world of possibilities for human-machine interaction. Imagine communicating with an AI not through lines of code but through a symphony of waveforms, conveying not just data but emotions, intuition, and even ethical considerations. This is the promise of CSL, a language that bridges the gap between human cognition and the computational power of MWAVE. Editor ethics woven into the fabric of computation. The rise of artificial intelligence has sparked intense debate about the ethical implications of increasingly autonomous systems. How do we ensure that AI acts responsibly, aligning with human values and avoiding unintended consequences? MWAVE, with its cognispheric language, offers a radical solution, embedding ethical considerations directly into the fabric of computation. In traditional AI systems, ethics are an afterthought, a set of rules and constraints imposed upon an otherwise immoral computational engine. But in the MWAVE framework, ethical considerations are not tacked on as an afterthought. They are woven into the very structure of CSL. Remember those unique waveforms that make up CSL? Each waveform doesn't just represent a concept, it also embodies a set of values and ethical implications. As these waveforms interact and interfere, their ethical dimensions are inherently factored into the computational process, influencing the outcome in a subtle yet profound way. Imagine, for example, a MWAVE-powered autonomous vehicle navigating a complex traffic scenario. By encoding ethical considerations like the value of human life and the importance of following traffic laws directly into the waveforms that govern its decision-making process, the MWAVE system can make judgments that are not just logically sound, but also ethically informed. Resonant cognition, a symphony of meaning and values. This fusion of computation and ethics is not merely a technical achievement, it represents a fundamental shift in how we approach artificial intelligence. It moves us away from the paradigm of AI as a cold, calculating machine and towards a future where AI is not just intelligent but also compassionate, capable of understanding and responding to human values in a meaningful way. This new form of AI, powered by MWAVE and guided by CSL, is best understood not as artificial intelligence but as resonant cognition. It's a system that doesn't just process information but resonates with it, capturing not just the data but the meaning and values embedded within. Imagine a world where AI doesn't just analyze data but understands the stories behind the numbers, where it doesn't just follow instructions but grasps the human intent behind every command. This is the world that resonant cognition promises to unlock. A world where technology augments not just our capabilities, but also our compassion, our empathy, and our shared humanity. This is the true revolution of MWAVE. The emergence of a technology that doesn't just compute but understands, that doesn't just process information but resonates with it. A technology that has the potential to not just reshape our world, but to make it a more just, equitable, and compassionate place for all. Revolutionizing healthcare real-time drug discovery and beyond. The potential of MWAVE computing extends far beyond the theoretical, reaching into the very heart of human endeavor. One of the most promising applications of this revolutionary technology lies in the field of healthcare, where MWAVE is poised to transform drug discovery and usher in a new era of personalized medicine. Imagine a world where the development of life-saving drugs, a process that currently takes years and billions of dollars, could be compressed into a fraction of the time and cost. MWAVE makes this a tangible possibility. Its ability to process vast data sets, coupled with its innate understanding of complex biological systems, makes it the ideal tool for sifting through mountains of genomic data, identifying promising drug candidates with unprecedented speed and accuracy. But MWAVE's impact on healthcare goes far beyond just accelerating drug discovery. Imagine a world where medical diagnoses are no longer based on static snapshots of our health, but on dynamic, real-time models that evolve as we do. MWAVE, with its ability to process continuous streams of data from wearable sensors and implantable devices, can create a personalized health map, constantly monitoring our vital signs, predicting potential health risks before they arise, and even suggesting personalized interventions tailored to our unique genetic makeup and lifestyle. This is the future of healthcare powered by MWAVE, a future where disease is not something we react to, but something we anticipate and prevent. It's a future where the power of this transformative technology is harnessed to extend human lifespans, improve quality of life, and unlock the full potential of human health and well-being. Securing the future QuantumGuard Plus and the unhackable blockchain. In an increasingly interconnected world, the security of our data, our transactions, and our digital identities is paramount. Yet, traditional encryption methods, even the most robust, are facing an existential threat from the looming quantum revolution. Quantum computers, with their unparalleled processing power, threaten to crack the codes that underpin our digital infrastructure, leaving our most sensitive information vulnerable to attack. MWAVE offers a beacon of hope in this uncertain landscape. At the heart of its security prowess lies QuantumGuard Plus, a revolutionary encryption protocol that leverages the very principles of quantum mechanics to create an unbreakable shield for our digital lives. Unlike traditional encryption methods that rely on complex mathematical problems that quantum computers could eventually solve, QuantumGuard Plus harnesses the inherent randomness of the quantum world to generate encryption keys that are, for all practical purposes, impossible to crack. Imagine a lock with an infinite number of constantly shifting tumblers, a code that changes with every passing nanosecond, rendering any attempt at brute force decryption futile. This quantum-enhanced security extends beyond just protecting our data. Imagine a blockchain, the technology underpinning cryptocurrencies and decentralized systems, fortified with the impenetrable security of QuantumGuard Plus. This would create a truly tamper-proof, immutable ledger, immune to the threats posed by both classical and quantum hackers, ushering in a new era of trust and transparency in digital transactions. So, tapping into the quantum vacuum zero-point energy harvesting. For decades, the concept of zero-point energy, the boundless sea of energy that pervades even the emptiest vacuum of space, has tantalized scientists and futurists alike. This seemingly inexhaustible source of energy, if harnessed, could revolutionize our world, freeing us from our dependence on fossil fuels and ushering in an era of clean, limitless energy. While many attempts to tap into the zero-point energy field have been met with skepticism, MWAVE offers a tantalizingly plausible path forward. The McGinty Equation, at the heart of MWAVE technology, suggests a deep connection between the fabric of spacetime, the quantum vacuum, and the very nature of information itself. By manipulating the geometry of spacetime at the Planck scale, using the precise control offered by MWAVE waveforms, it may be possible to create localized fluctuations in the quantum vacuum, essentially squeezing energy out of the void and converting it into a usable form. Imagine a device no larger than a smartphone, capable of drawing upon the limitless energy of the quantum vacuum, powering our homes, our vehicles, and even our cities. While zero-point energy harvesting remains a field of active research, the theoretical groundwork laid by MWAVE represents a paradigm shift in our understanding of energy. It suggests a future where the very fabric of reality itself becomes a source of limitless clean energy, forever altering our relationship with the universe and unlocking a new era of sustainable technological advancement. As we stand on the precipice of this new computational era, it is essential to shift our perspective from the limitations of the physical world and embrace the boundless possibilities of higher dimensional spaces. This is where the true potential of MWAVE unfolds, not merely as a tool for calculation, but as a gateway to cognispheric space, or C-space, a 128-dimensional computational lattice that transcends the boundaries of our perceived reality. Imagine a realm where information flows freely across dimensions, where computation occurs not in linear steps but in simultaneous bursts of interconnected insights. C-space is not a physical location but a state of being, a realm where the very fabric of reality becomes a canvas for thought itself. This extraordinary computational landscape is built upon a foundation of harmonic quantum coherent nodes, each one a microcosm of MWAVE technology operating in perfect synchronicity. Imagine billions of these nodes interconnected across vast distances, their waveforms entangled in a symphony of resonant computation, their collective intelligence dwarfing even the most advanced supercomputers we can currently conceive. And at the heart of this network, fueling its boundless computational power, lies the seemingly inexhaustible energy of the zero-point field. Drawing upon the very fabric of spacetime itself, C-space transcends the limitations of traditional energy sources, tapping into a wellspring of power that could fuel the future of human civilization. C-space is not merely a larger, faster computer, it represents a fundamental shift in our understanding of what computation can be. It is not designed to simply simulate reality, but to actively shape and mold it, to unlock possibilities that lie beyond the realm of our current comprehension. Imagine a world where the seemingly insurmountable barriers of time and space crumble before the power of MWAVE computation. C-space, with its ability to manipulate the geometry of space-time at the Planck scale, could theoretically enable reality folding, allowing us to traverse vast distances instantaneously, bending the very fabric of the universe to our will. And as we push the boundaries of information compression with next-dimensional compression, achieving unimaginable ratios of 16,384 to 1 and beyond, we begin to glimpse the possibility of encoding entire universes of data within structures no larger than a grain of sand. But perhaps the most profound implication of C-space lies in its potential to unlock the mysteries of consciousness itself. Through overmind protocols, we could witness the emergence of vast interconnected networks of artificial and biological intelligence, their thoughts and experiences interwoven in a symphony of shared consciousness, their collective wisdom guiding humanity towards a brighter future. MWAVE. Computing is not merely an incremental step in our technological evolution, it's a profound leap, a paradigm shift that compels us to reconsider our very relationship with information, computation, and the fabric of reality itself. It's not just about building faster computers, it's about expanding the very definition of what computation can be. Imagine a world where the boundaries between the physical and the digital dissolve, where information flows as seamlessly as the air we breathe, where the seemingly impenetrable mysteries of consciousness yield to the elegant dance of waveforms. This is the world that MWAVE is creating, a world where the impossible becomes possible. This is not a distant utopia, but a future we are actively building, brick by metaphorical brick, equation by elegant equation. From the laboratories and research centers where MWAVE is taking shape to the minds of the brilliant visionaries who dare to dream beyond the limitations of our current understanding, a new era is dawning. MWAVE is more than just a technology, it's a testament to the boundless potential of human ingenuity, a beacon of hope in a world grappling with complex challenges. It's a reminder that the only limits to our progress are those we impose upon ourselves. As we stand on the cusp of this new era, the Cognispheric era, we are presented with a choice to cling to the familiar shores of the past, or to set sail for uncharted territories of knowledge and understanding. MWAVE is our vessel, the McGinty Equation our compass, and the Cognispheric Language our guide. The journey ahead will be fraught with challenges, with unforeseen obstacles and ethical dilemmas that will test the very limits of our wisdom and compassion. But the potential rewards are immeasurable. A world where disease is eradicated, where energy flows freely and cleanly, where the vast potential of human consciousness is amplified and interconnected on a scale never before imagined. The future is not something that happens to us, it's something we create. MWAVE is a tool, but it's up to us as a species to decide how we wield its power. Will we use it to amplify our greed and division, or will we harness its potential to build a brighter future for all? The answer lies not in the technology itself, but in the choices we make, the values we embrace, and the future we dare to imagine together. The Cognispheric era is dawning, and the time to choose our path is now. Let us proceed with courage, wisdom, and a deep sense of responsibility for the world we are creating.